So the ingredients are about 3 apples, 1 pear, which I've cut up into medium-sized cubes, roughly 150 grams of dried prunes, 150 grams of dried apricots, and 150 grams of raisins. This quantity is enough for about 5 liters of water. Optionally, you can add some sugar or honey to sweeten up the juice, but it really depends on the sweetness of your fruit, so I advise you to add the sugar or the honey at the last stage of the cooking process after you've tasted the whole brew. Let's do this. So first of all, take a large pot and fill it up with about 5 liters of water and bring it to boil. Once it's boiling, start adding all of the ingredients. The apples. I splashed myself! The apricots, pear, prunes, and of course raisins. Give it a good stir. Feels like I'm making a witch potion. And then a pinch of cat hair. Now let's bring it back to the boil. So once it's boiling, let it boil for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turn off the fire and put a lid on it. And let it sit for about 2 to 3 hours so that all of the flavors can be absorbed by the water, and then you'll have yourself some delicious KOMPOT. There are many different ways of making this. One of them is also like letting it boil for at least 20 minutes. It really depends on the person who's making it and on the type of fruit that you use. According to my mom, it's best to leave it like that and not cook it further. But if you ask somebody else, they might say you have to cook it for 40 minutes and leave it overnight, and I don't know. There are many different ways. This is one of them, and I think it's the easiest one because you don't really have to stay put with the fire. You can just leave it at that and come back 2 hours later for the taste test. 2 hours later. And there you go. And your KOMPOT is done. You can either take out the fruit and just leave the juice behind, but we usually just keep it in there for the extra flavors. So now take a glass, put some ice in there, and pour your KOMPOT in there. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can always add some fruit in there. And there you go. Cheers!